Hello and welcome. I'm Joanna Junak and this is GFN News on GFN.TV. Recently, the debate surrounding the e-cigarette issue in Indonesia has become one of the most important news stories in the country. The government announced that it's considering banning electronic cigarettes if they found to be harmful to public health. Joining us today is Garindra Kartasasmita, Secretary General of AVPI in Indonesia. Hello, Garindra. It's good to have you in the program. Can you tell us more about you and your association? What are your strategies?
Okay. My association was founded in 2014, and we have we go to public notary at 2015 and get the legitimate association. The first time is our member only 200 vape entrepreneurs. So our members is not the company but the entrepreneurs. And then after so we have our members is also producers, distributors, and also retailers, importers also. All the vape entrepreneurs that work in vape industry. Like our member first time is only 200, but now we have more than 1,200 members across Indonesia, from Sabang until Merauke. Almost in every province we have members. Okay, and then after our re-election in 2017, the elected chairman is Mr. Adil Andrianto in 2017. He asked to all the management to fight for legalization, and then we sent many proposals to the Ministry of Health, Ministry of Trade, Ministry of Industry, Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Workers, and others. And then the Ministry of Finance give us a way to be legal by using excise label. So right now, since 2018 July, we need to have an excise label in every product to sell. So that's why we pay the government for the excise and tax, and we can sell, we can produce, we can import. But as today, we haven't get another regulation like age restriction, sales regulation, marketing regulation. We haven't have that. So we still fight for it, but there are around 19 ministries in Indonesia. 8 ministries are in our side, but 11 including Ministry of Health is not in our side. So we still do the lobby and others until now. Myself, my name is Garindra Kartasasmita. I act as the Secretary General of AVPI since 2020. And my main core business is nicotine production. I produce nicotine from tobacco leaf to be liquid, to be pure nicotine, 99.9%. And then I have also several other businesses in the industry.
What's happening now in Indonesia in terms of use of safer nicotine products?
Okay, the thing is we do not have division or anything from the government that do the test for the liquid. We already create a regulation for Indonesian national standard for e-liquid since late 2021, but there are there are no institution yet that be appointed by the government to do the Indonesian national standard. But the regulation for the Indonesian national standard is already there. But there are still no institution to work on that. So we are, and then in 2022, at September 2022, we proposed one institution, government institution, that are working in chemical. It usually research for chemicals product. They can research for uh, any kind product that using chemical, and we propose them to do the Indonesian national standard for e-liquid. But until now, we still have they still haven't get the approval from the government.
Are e-cigarettes expensive to buy in Indonesia?
Not as if you use we have three category for e-cigarettes. The first category is heat not burn. Second category is closed system, and the third category is open system. They all have different rates of excess and tax. For e-liquid, they are open and closed, right? The open system excise is around 532 rupiah per ml, but the closed system excise is around 6,300 rupiah per ml. So it's a lot different, almost 13 until 14 times. That's why if you ask, is it expensive? For open system, it's not expensive. But for closed system, it's equal like you if you use cigarette, high class of cigarette like Marlboro, maybe the expensive cigarette using daily. Example, one pack a day is, and when you switch to closed system, your expenses is the same. But if you use open system, your expenses could be lower, 60% lower.
So, why is the government considering banning electronic cigarettes?
Yes, actually, not all the government is considering to ban the e-cigarettes. Like I said before, 8 ministries are back in our back, but another 11 ministries like Ministry of Health, Ministry of Social, Ministry of Human Empowerment, and others, they are not agree with e-cigarette product because they see it as double trouble. After they are confused, they want cigarette, conventional cigarette, get a higher tax every year, and then when they see e-cigarette product, new products, they see it's another problem for them. They see e-cigarette as the same as they see conventional cigarettes. But we are not standing alone. So we asked many university to do the research with us, but they won't listen. Even if we percentage, even if we do presentation to them, they will not accept it. We want to make an appointment with the Ministry of Health, Ministry of Human Empowerment, to tell them more about this group, but they won't listen. That's that's a situation right now. But the ministries that are behind us, quite powerful ministries like Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Workers, Ministry of Industry, Trade, and others. All things that have a financial side in Indonesia.
The Vice President of Indonesia stated that electronic cigarettes will be prohibited if found to be harmful to public health. Who will provide the research that will form the basis of the government's decision?
The government have government regulation number 109, year 2012. We call it PP 109, year 2012. That government regulation is that regulation is arranged to arrange the age restriction for conventional cigarette, the marketing boundary, marketing restriction also, sales restriction also for conventional cigarette since 2012. And right now they want the e-cigarette to enter government regulation. So they want to revise the regulation and put e-cigarette inside that regulation and uh, set the regulation the same with conventional cigarette. That's the thing that we don't agree. So last week, in Tuesday, the Ministry of Industry has asked to join a meeting from vape associations, conventional cigarette associations, tobacco farmers associations, and also conventional cigarette and electric cigarette users associations. And then we agree to forget about our differences. We hold our hand together to fight for this Ministry of Health plan to revise the government regulation. And then we reject the revision, but we also said that they need to study about it. We need also to give us research and a study to them why we reject the revision. Yeah. So that's why the Vice President and also the Ministry of Trade come up to the media, said that they want to study for the cigarette, and the journalists may ask like, okay, you want to study the risk of the cigarette? How if e-cigarette is proven harmful? And then he answered that, well, if it's harmful, then we must ban it. But we in the association we trust that our product is safer than conventional cigarette. So conventional cigarette already in Indonesia for a long time, for more than 1 century. If we are proven to be harmful, how harmful? We should compare it with the previous product, right?
And when can we expect any decision from the government regarding new regulations on e-cigarettes?
Will be this year. Will be this year because the revision for the PP 109 already in the schedule in the 2023 calendar for the government. They will discuss in this year and decide in this year. But we are still optimistic that the study will show that our product is not more harm. It's not more harm than the conventional cigarette. So there are no reason to ban e-cigarette. Also, we already pay a lot of excise and tax also since 2018.
Thank you, Garindra. That's all for today. Tune in next time here on GFN-TV or on our GFN-TV podcast. You can also find transcriptions of each episode on the GFN-TV website. Thanks for watching or listening. See you next time.